welcome your Commander-in-Chief, Jeremy Clarkson.
Man may have tempered the spectre of nuclear evil, but tonight I have the unenviable task of reporting that warfare has been taken out of man's hands. We're now at the mercy of machines, and a battle the likes of which we've never seen before is about to begin. Outside the studio, women have lashed themselves to the railings. Britain is about to witness the birth of robot wars, which is all about robots fighting. Men and women have spent up to 6 months building these machines, and in the next 30 minutes, most of them are going to be smashed. They're all in the pits now, though, with Philippa Forrester.
I'm surrounded by 36 teams, and over the next few weeks, they're all going to be battling for a place in the grand final. They include some of the best technicians, engineers, and radio control experts in Britain today. But even though there's only a few seconds left before the first event, they're still making final adjustments.
Each week we'll take 6 of those teams and let them fight it out here in our underground bomb-proof amphitheatre. They'll be fighting obstacle courses, they'll be fighting each other, and most worrying of all, they'll be going head-to-head with pure, indestructible evil. The house robots.
Shunt. Introducing Shunt, a power-packed robot capable of pulling a Land Rover and cleaving all opponents in two with that sharpened steel axe. Matilda. Prehistoric Matilda's next up, with hydraulic tusks and a truly lethal chainsaw tail, running at over 3,000 revs per minute. Sergeant Bash. Keeping order, Sergeant Bash, featuring a savage circular saw and a flamethrower, certain to leave all opponents hot under the collar. And dead metal with the pneumatic pincers and a steel cutting arm. I'm your commentator, Jonathan Pierce, and these are the house robots.
Now let's see what the competitors have brought along to match that.
First, from Bodmin Community College, Roadblock.
Weighing in at 82.5 kilograms and over 1.45 meters long, all the signs suggest that this is a robot to be reckoned with, carrying a deadly circular saw.
From Maidstone, Kilotron.
Don't let the lurid fluorescent paintwork fool you. Weighing in at 72.2 kilos, powered by 2 24-volt wheelchair motors and featuring a mighty pickaxe. Kilotron bound to tickle his opponents more than pink.
From Hagley Roman Catholic High School, Barry.
This school-based engineering project features a pneumatic bulldozer-inspired scoop and is powered from 2 24-volt wheelchair motors. Barry packs a real punch and is the heaviest robot in the field.
From Nottingham, Shogun.
Built around a complex chassis featuring 2 Sinclair C5 motors and a 2-stage gearbox, Shogun can achieve a maximum speed of 7 miles an hour, and weapons include a motorised forklift and the honour of the samurai.
From Dublin, Nemesis.
Surrounded by lethal stainless steel spikes and a pneumatic ram, this fur-covered robot isn't as cuddly as it looks. Weighing in at 76.8 kilograms, Nemesis hopes to uphold Celtic honour here on Robot Wars.
From Coventry, Grunt.
Finally, tonight's fastest robot with a top speed of 15 miles an hour, running off 2 12-volt wheelchair motors. With a 0 turning circle and 3mm ground clearance, Grunt is definitely lean, mean and deadly keen. Back to you, Jeremy.
The actual structure of these wars is very simple. There are various disciplines and the loser from each is eliminated. Surviving robots then fight each other, and the overall winner from tonight will return at the end of the series for a grand final. On now, though, with the first discipline.
This is the gauntlet, and you can run it almost any way you like. It's up to each roboteer to choose which route is the best according to their robot's hidden talents. First of all, though, they have to get off this spinning carousel. Then, do they choose on my right, this maze? But you have to have an awful lot of maneuverability to get round it. Or a seemingly dead space on my left. It's not. It's guarded by the horrible Sergeant Bash. The middle route is the ramp route, but not every robot can get up on and off these ramps. And then there are the corkscrew lances, just one of many hidden surprises that can leap out at you if you're unaware. To my right, spikes come up from underneath the floor of the arena. You don't want to be impaled on those. And if you did survive on my left a scorching by Sergeant Bash, there's still dead metal who can clamp hold of you. And the might of Matilda waiting. Well, there's one more surprise here in the shape of the pendulum. It could knock you sideways and send your time rocketing.
Now, roboteers, be prepared to amuse and impress us, but be prepared also to be humiliated.
Roboteers, stand by.
A-level students Hender Blewett and Chris Kinsey from Bodmin attempt the gauntlet for the first time ever.
Our main feature is at the front, where we can push with some force, and we hope to create some serious damage later on with our main weapon at the back.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
For the first time in the history of Robot Wars, the gauntlet is run. And out comes Roadblock. He does not want to be torched. In goes Matilda. Dead Metal is beaten. It's big Chris Kinsey, the tall blonde lad. And this is a good run here by Roadblock. And that's very fast.
There was a moment there, guys, I thought you weren't going to get off the turntable. Did that go through your minds?
Well, yeah, we were having a bit of trouble getting it straight off. Our main plan was to go over that bridge, actually. As we were steering onto it, we found a gap and went for it.
What were you operating? So you operated the sword. Did you get anyone?
Afraid not. We just were too damn quick.
Very well done. That's a good win.
They were quick. They set the standard. First to run, first on the leaderboard.
Roboteers, stand by.
The Barry controllers, 17-year-old Amy Sproat and Daniel Parry, pupils from the Hagley Roman Catholic High School.
2, 1. Activate.
Our second set of A-level students. Oh, they've chosen a wrong route right from the start, surely, because Bash is there. Amy Sproat and Daniel Parry don't tarry with Barry. There they go for the ramp, but they've only got a ground clearance of 6 centimetres. Will that be costly? They've only ever made a cassette rack before and a key fob, and they're going to be fobbed off here.
I'll be operating the pneumatic blade. It will go down like that, scoop along the floor, and hopefully knock the other robots over.
Decided to go for the big balloon tyres for extra traction. The whole robot works on 24 volts.
And they need to get those wheelchair motors moving now, because Matilda's in, and she's hungry for rubber! And the pupils from Hagley High seem to me to be left hanging high and dry!
Gone. No power.
Stop and deactivate robots.
Well, you were lucky there because you were about to be eaten.
Yeah.
Now, what possessed you to go that way?
We decided to go that way because we thought we could get through, but what happened was, when we actually went over, we got caught on the grills at the bottom, and so it just didn't move.
Never mind. So it's back to embroidery now, is it?
Well, I think so.
Because that's a vicious thing.
Poor Amy and Barry, only 2.93 metres. That's vulnerable.
Roboteers, stand by.
The Shogun team, Robin Woodhead, Brian Carrington and Peter Fairbrother, all work colleagues at Rolls-Royce.
This is Shogun. We've got a few armaments on it. Down on this side we've got some tips which are interchangeable, so we can put different spikes on. It's a hydraulic ram. On the front we've got a couple of forks which can be used for lifting or for anchoring us down onto the ground.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
So the Warriors from Nottingham with Shogun with very little to do. The worst runner in the gauntlet goes out, of course. Wasn't that one in the middle in Star Wars? I'm sure I've seen him somewhere before. Shogun. Oh, off the ramp, officer. Breathalyze that driver. Matilda's there.
Oh, well, you're right there. Humiliation reigns supreme.
I think so. You're not going to get out of that one. Not with Matilda.
Stop and deactivate robots.
I did warn you that humiliation was an option, but I bet you couldn't have foreseen it would end like that.
No, if you don't try, you don't win.
So what happened?
The response to the right turn wasn't fast enough and it slipped off the edge.
And unfortunately, the house robot failed to write it for you.
I don't think he was trying to write it. I think he was trying to damage it.
I think you're probably right. Still, all is not lost. That's not a bad distance.
10.71 metres. Enough to put them in second place. They're through.
Roboteers, stand by.
The Nemesis team from Dublin, controllers Peter Redmond and William Murphy, aviation technicians backed by engineer Joe Gavin.
Nemesis' primary weapon is a pneumatic ram, 150 psi pneumatic ram. Even though we might look furry and friendly, we've got a 2mm stainless steel can. We're going to take plenty of bashing.
3, 2, 1. activate.
The Dublin boys with Nemesis. Haven't they got good taste? Red and black polka dots and that ghastly grin and red fur, surely vulnerable to flame, I would have thought. But this is a good run. Already Dead Metal's out of it. Look at that horrible grin. And Matilda waits, and that's a good dummy for Matilda, and that's a very good run, and they're through.
Well, that was fantastic. But it is a good piece of fortune you never went near the flamethrower.
Oh, thank God for that. I thought he was going to destroy us.
Marvellous. Good.
Nothing could destroy the grinning red armchair. Nemesis the fastest so far.
Robot ears, stand by.
Grunt, controlled by 21-year-old Matthew Dickinson, a radio-controlled car enthusiast.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Matthew Dickinson, 21 years of age, wants to join the army. He's into radio-controlled cars, and that's a good start by Grunt. Dead Metal with those pincers is foiled, and this is very quick so far. And Matilda's beaten, and Grunt is through.
You have to know, right? You've got a choice of 3 courses, and you take on our 3 robots.
It's quicker.
You're not joking. That was a stunning run. Congratulations.
Not quite as quick as Nemesis, though, but Grunt through in second place.
Robot ears, stand by.
Last to go, Kilotron driver Richard Broad and the father and son team Abdul Degya on the left, Ian Degya on the right.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
The Barry team awaits nervously. They're vulnerable. Kilotron just has 2.93 metres to beat to eliminate Barry. It's done that with that awful fluorescent pink and the dreadful pickaxe. Drivers Abdul and Richard with that sort of weaponry and colouring. I'd go and see a psychiatrist if I was you.
This is Kilotron, and this is why.
Impaled on the pneumatic drill and stuck there on the side of the second ramp. Ooh, bash with the torch as well. It's all going wrong. Onto my bed springs, and I can tell you they're painful. You won't beat springs with a pickaxe, boys. What are you doing?
Stop and deactivate robots.
Well, I think it's fair to call that an X-certificate run there. That was pure violence.
I enjoyed that, but I would have been better to get the other end.
Yeah, it would have been, but you've gone a long way, and I feel sure that'll get you through, so well done. Congratulations.
Yes, the boys with Kilotron last to taste the gauntlet are through in 11.02 metres, but Barry is eliminated.
I cannot believe Barry the robot is out so soon.
Oh, I mean, we just got caught on the ramp, and this is the outside of the circuits, and it just went. These things happen.
Are you really disappointed?
Yeah.
The end of round 1, let's see how they're doing. Guys, this hammer got you out of trouble in fine style.
It certainly did. We sustained a flat tire and a couple of broken wheel trims, but...
Nothing you can't recover from?
That's right.
Superficial damage here. Is it only superficial?
Yeah, it is. It'll be fine. No problem.
Well done.
Thank you. We're really happy.
It must be.
I think we're the fastest wheelchair on Earth.
Are we allowed to see your robot with no clothes on?
Oh yeah, he's not shy.
Do you ever take your waistcoats off, though? That's what I want to know.
Oh, we had to wear them. The other 2 team members who couldn't make it made us wear them.
The good thing is, though, you avoided the flamethrower.
That's the main thing, yeah. We weren't just a ball of flame down the course.
Just preparing, here we are. Just a quick spray and we're all done.
Do you see what I mean? They're all ready for the next event.
Now, I've seen sumo wrestling, and basically it's just 2 fat blokes in pants leaning on each other. But robot sumo is different because, of course, robots don't wear pants. What happens here is that each of our 5 surviving robots is brought onto this raised plinth in turn, where they will do battle with our most powerful house robot. He's called Shunt. If he were a car, he'd be a tank. Yes, all right, we're very impressed. Stop it. Sit still. Thank you. Now, the roboteer that lasts the shortest time is history. Well, Shogun's ready, and he's ready, and I'm in the middle. Bye.
Robot ears, stand by. 3.
Shogun, the first
2,
to face the ferocity of
1.
Shunt in the sumo ring. Shogun, you have to stay in the sumo ring for a minute or as long as possible against Shunt. And let me tell you, Shunt can push a 4-wheel drive off-roader. Good low centre of gravity, only 33 centimetres high, Shogun. That could be crucial in this round. Slowly edged off, though.
22 seconds, I am reliably informed. So how does that feel?
Not good enough.
And what was going to happen if you'd won it?
Well, we had hoped to blow Shunt a kiss as he went over the edge.
Blow him a kiss? Oh, isn't that sweet? But I think he's blowing him a raspberry. Still 22 seconds. Nothing is decided yet. Let's bring on the next one.
The official Robot Wars clock, though, Jeremy, 21.51 seconds for Shogun.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate.
And it's Kilotron in the pink, just in case you'd forgotten. With that pickaxe swinging already, heads towards the circle, though. And Doom. And a dangerously high ground clearance of 10 centimetres, because Shunt can get in underneath that and push them to the edge of the sumo circle. They're already through, though. They're through now. They've beaten Shogun's time. Could they go? Could they go? Almost over. It's the lip of the circle. And they've just stayed in there. Richard, Ian and Abdul. Tremendous driving. Stalemate at the moment. Driving those 24-volt wheelchair motors. And Shunt slowly, inexorably pushes again. Sumo! Kilotron stays its ground. This is tremendous stuff. Only 7 seconds, boys. Go on, do it. 4 seconds, you can do it. 2 seconds, they're going to go through. It's a marvellous run.
If that thing ever needs a job on a roadwork site...
That was interesting, wasn't it? God.
It was interesting. I'm glad you haven't even inflicted any damage on mine, though, which is delightful to see. But you lasted the minute. Well done.
Brilliant. Really enjoyable, that was. That was great. Thanks.
Tremendous run. They've survived the minute. They're through. But Shogun, a wee bit nervy.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate.
I think that 200-yard sign wedge on the front could be crucial here to scoop up and under Shunt. Good driving at the moment from Hender Blewett and Chris Kinsey, who built Roadblock as an A-level project down in Bodmin. And they're using the 24-volt electric engines well here. That's a little bit like a bullfighting matador contest out there. They're already through safely with a good time. Oh, look at this! Shunt's gone! And death by glory! They've gone too!
Well, unbelievable. We don't know what the rules say. The rules say you won.
Excellent.
The rules say you're through, you've got him out within the minute. That must be incredibly nerve-wracking.
Terrible, terrible. Can't believe it.
But he made the mistake.
Yep, and we took advantage of it.
Honestly, a brilliant show. Brilliant. Well done.
And they're through, but the fact they went out of the circle right at the end, they're second to Kilotron.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate.
Nemesis gives Shunt the eye, and that evil grin. Those spikes look deadly as well. It's all about traction and torque. And Nemesis could talk in tongues here because there's a little pneumatic ram shaped like a viper's tongue that could come out any minute and kill off Shunt. Oh, he's not going to go again, surely. We thought Shunt was unbeatable and fearless. Go on, Shunt, get out. Talk about living on the edge. And Nemesis surely through. Marvellous.
That was my friend, and you knocked him off.
Yeah, we stuck the tail out with the 3 big spikes and jammed the wheels.
Is that what you did then? You were able to knock him off?
Yeah, well, that's tactics we were working on all day.
This is getting to be a habit. Everyone's killing my mate.
Woo!
I hate you. I hate you for winning that.
Jeremy's friends, electric-driven robots. Interesting. Nemesis through.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. activate.
Matthew Dickinson has to survive 21.51 seconds with Grunt to go through, and he's not going to do it, is he? He's out already.
You blithering idiot. Could you not see the edge?
Yeah, good.
You did so well in the gauntlet. I mean, like, this was really good steering and then really terrible steering.
It was, wasn't it? It was terrible.
I think you'd better go home, only really quietly, all right? Just sneak away. Now, bend down now, no one will see you.
Not so nice. Over in a trice. And Grunt goes in spectacular style. Just 4.15 seconds.
Here in the pits, the tension's rising, along with the levels of activity as they prepare for the crucial semi-finals. Do you want to know who you're up against in the semi-finals?
Yes.
It might help.
It would help.
Kilotron.
Kilotron. We're really happy, really happy.
It's that old big smile.
Who are we up against?
Who do you want to be up against?
I'd say we'll have a chance at all of them.
With all of them?
Yeah.
Okay, so it won't matter. Follow me down the table to meet your opponents for the semi-final, the Roadblock team.
Hi. Trouble is, we just can't seem to make up our mind what blade to use.
Now, all they've got to do, really, is just bash their opponents into several small pieces within a specified time. But if there is no clear winner, a decision will be made by our panel of adjudicators using 4 criteria: damage, aggression, style, and control. On the left, we have Eric Dickinson, the only British veteran of robot wars in America. In the centre, there's Professor Noel Sharkey, who's head of robotics at Sheffield University. And on the right, there's Adam Harper, who is holder of the land speed record for electric vehicles. The man did 150 miles an hour in a Sinclair C5. The man is certifiable, but he's not as certifiable as our opponents, who will now indulge in the first semi-final.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
Roadblock and Nemesis not only need to avoid each other, but our own house robots in their patrol areas go in there, and you're in trouble. The boys from Dublin will use the spikes and the hydraulic prong, and Roadblock will use that saw, activated by Hender Blewett. And Roadblock could choke on a fireball. Nemesis being ripped to shreds at this moment in time. They need to get away from that saw. Oh, that could be a mistake by Roadblock. It's gone in with Matilda and the spikes, and it's impaled on the spikes. Matilda's saw and that vicious tail. This could be a tale of 2 saws. Roadblock away. Now attacks Nemesis again. Gets underneath. The Nemesis boys all want to go into space, and they're in the air. They're in the air, and they're on fire. Get the fire brigade. Aye, aye, you're in trouble.
Nemesis is on fire.
It could all be over for Nemesis shortly now.
Well, as you can see, the soft furnishings are on fire. Fire extinguishers have been brought out. So pretty obviously, Roadblock is the winner. That was fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. Well done. How did it feel out there?
We absolutely loved it. It's gone from an armchair to a 3-piece suite.
Well done. Congratulations.
He's not even got an eye left.
It's only cosmetic. He'll be back to fight again another day.
Here, you've put something extra on the end of this.
What?
Those spikes weren't on there before.
Well, it's one of our optional extras.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
The aim of the game, to immobilize your opponent. If you can't do that, the judge is looking to score on damage, aggression, control, and style. And Shogun running away at the moment. There's Yoda from Star Wars. I knew he was in that team. Kilotron looking the more aggressive with the pickaxe. Shogun trying to evade, but he's got to get out of that space. This is not good driving at the moment. They don't seem to be able to avoid Kilotron, who seems to be having something of a fit. Oh! Shogun is stuck on the grill! And Kilotron comes in for the kill! Bash! And again! Oh! And the sergeant's lost its saw!
Cease! I enjoyed that. You put your pickaxe, which I like a lot, incidentally, through his skin.
Yeah, that's true. After all the work he's put into that, I feel a bit bad about that.
I'll bet you do. I bet you're going to really regret it all the way through the next round where we'll see you.
Outrageous damage has been done to the bottom end of Kilotron.
Yeah, isn't it? So whether a piece is penetrated in some way, knocked a wire off.
Do you think you can be ready for the final now?
No trouble.
How come you ended up on the grill?
We had problems with the speed controller. We burnt one of them, we put another one in, they didn't match. Consequently, we didn't have the right-hand turning capacity that we thought we had. They were just not matched.
Just a few seconds until you go on. How's it going?
Well, everything seems to be working fine and we're looking forward to getting out there.
Tactics?
Straight in, straight out.
Kilotron, how's it going?
Very well, very well. We just hope the batteries hold out and our tactics work out right.
What are your tactics?
Well, it depends what way they come at us, really. We just have to see.
Oh boy, am I looking forward to this final. We've got Kilotron and we've got Roadblock. And I need to be about 500 miles away. You ready, guys? Yes? Yes? Get in your boxes. Woo!
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
Kilotron against the battle-scarred Roadblock. The pickaxe against the circular saw, and the pickaxe gets in first. The old polka dots of Nemesis on Roadblock, a distant memory. But that scoop's so important again, getting in underneath Kilotron. And the Trojan team befuddled at the news. And in comes the sergeant with the torch. The Roadblock boys controlling this final at the moment. And Kilotron's on the run. It's piggyback time. They're in and underneath Kilotron. It's only a question of time. They know it. Kilotron will be in for the big, big flip. They're going to flip him. No, it's all over. Roadblock the winners.
The winner is Roadblock. Yes, come up here, guys. Leaping about in a sort of football-type way. They enjoy that.
I loved every second of it.
But particularly the second when it fell over, yeah?
That's what we were looking for all day.
What about you?
We just couldn't wait to take them out. They've been cocky in the pits and now they're over. They're upside down.
You're through to the big grand final. Congratulations. Okay, we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.